let's also talk about what's happening in West Bengal, because it's a super Saturday as we are tracking the updates coming in as the BJP scripted a historic victory as far as the assembly elections are concerned, defeating the Trinamool Congress and crossing the 200-seat mark. And the focus is now shifted on the big moment, and that is the swearing in of the new chief minister. Home Minister Amit Shah is a political observer who made that big announcement yesterday in West Bengal, as Shubhendu Adhikari is now the choice of the leaders there within the BJP to succeed Mamata Banerjee as the Mukhyamantri of Paschim Bengal.
केंद्रीय पर्यवेक्षक के रूप में मैं श्री शुभेंदु अधिकारी जी को पश्चिम बंगाल विधानमंडल दल के नेता के रूप में निर्वाचित घोषित करता हूं।
So a quick background as far as Shubhendu Adhikari is concerned, being one of Mamata Banerjee's closest lieutenants to emerging as a fiercest political challenger, he is now called as the giant slayer. And Shubhendu Adhikari's journey is being one of Bengal's most dramatic political transformation as well, because once a key Trinamool Congress leader, Adhikari broke ranks and went on to become BJP's most prominent face in Paschim Bengal. Now his biggest political moment came when he defeated Mamata Banerjee, first from the high-stake Nandigram battle, cementing his status as the giant killer in Bengal politics. And since 2021 assembly elections, he served as the leader of opposition and leading the BJP's charge against the Trinamool government, and also positioning himself as one of Mamata Banerjee's fiercest and most vocal critics. And of course, when it comes to the biggest defeat that came in once again from Mamata Banerjee, when Shubhendu Adhikari this time defeated her from a home turf of Bhawanipur. Now, in the meantime, getting this massive show of strength for the BJP in West Bengal with the swearing-in ceremony that is expected today to happen, and the party's top national leadership and a galaxy of high-profile guests are now expected to be present in Kolkata, and leading them is Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Obviously, it was under his pace and leadership that the BJP carried out with their extensive poll campaign as well. Home Minister Amit Shah would be there. Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, BJP President Nitin Nabin, who has already arrived in West Bengal, they are all present there. Over 20 chief ministers, because now what we are now looking at, because as far as the BJP and the NDA government formation is concerned, they have and they govern over 20 states in the country. So Shivam, good morning. All of the updates that we are picking up, and this is coming at a time when we saw the kind of cheering and the energy in the house or in that hotel room where Amit Shah made the announcement of Shubhendu Adhikari's name. And this is where, you know, growing within the party ranks, he is now slated to take oath as the Bengal BJP's first chief minister.
Exactly, Amit. And if I would tell you that, you know, just 4 years back, 5 years back, it would be difficult to understand that Amit Shah would be making an announcement for the Chief Minister of the Bharatiya Janata Party in a convention center that was made by the TMC government. Many would not have believed, but it happened yesterday. And today, in just few hours from now, we will see history in making, the dawn of a new politics. We are also currently reporting from the same Brigade Maidan, the Brigade Maidan where the oath ceremony will take place. This is the VVIP gates, the dignitaries that you were just mentioning, the senior BJP, ministers, the chief ministers of over 20 states, they all will be going inside from this particular gate as well. And that is why you are seeing currently there is heavy security deployment here. The Kolkata police, the West Bengal police, along with the CRPF personnel are also currently present here. You can also see the posters of the alliance as well. Chirag Paswan, Lok Janata Party, their posters are also there. And this entire patch of, almost a kilometer long road has been barricaded. There are no vehicles being allowed because again it is a VVIP areas, and you will see some of the biggest faces in the contemporary politics in India will be coming here, gracing the event as BJP forms the first chief minister of its first ever government in the state of West Bengal. So again, the energy is high. It's just, there are still 3-4 hours left, but again, the people have started coming. They started being in queue. We are, way ahead of the main queue because this is another VVIP areas, not access to the common people. But again, when we were coming through the entire road, you can see the entire road flooded with people. So it gives you a sense of idea that how, electric it is going to be around 10:30, 11 when the chief minister, the to-be chief minister, Shubhendu Adhikari, will take oath as the Chief Minister of West Bengal, and then the discussions about cabinet and everything will also follow. But
that
for
seems
now,
to be the very contention there, because this is the celebratory mode that the BJP that has worked so hard when it comes to toppling the TMC government. And now what we are getting to know as far as the results is concerned, it is now ab ki bari Shubhendu Adhikari. And as Shubhendu Adhikari now prepares to take charge, the attention is already shifting to the team that could possibly now shape up as far as in West Bengal is concerned. And the big question is, who makes it to be, the first in the cabinet of Adhikari himself? And among them are prominent names there you can see revolving around Shubhendu Adhikari. So as far as when it comes to Agnimitra Paul is concerned, also considered to be one of the contenders and the front runners of the CM phase now. Asansol Dakshin Assembly election results that she won by a massive margin of over 40,000, defeating TMC's Tapas Banerjee. Then there is also the name of, when it comes to Dilip Ghosh, there he is. He's been at the heart of Bengal's BJP's rise. And then we speak of Swapan Dasgupta, Kaustav Bagchi, Rupa Ganguly, Ratna Devnath. Of course, when it comes to the women empowerment issue, as far as maintenance of law and order is concerned, Ratna Devnath, the mother of the Arjikar, Abhaya. And this is a mix of seasoned political faces, organizational heavyweights, and also key Bengal voices as well. That could be a part of the cabinet. However, it is remains to be seen if there is going to be any portfolio distribution that may happen along with Shubhendu Adhikari, who all will be taking oath. We'll see when that happens. Around 11 a.m. is being said when the swearing-in ceremony will begin. Let's, in the meantime, listen into more reactions.
बहुत लंबा समय हम लोगों को तपस्या करना पड़ा, उसका परिणाम आया, परिवर्तन हुआ, लोगों की इच्छा पूरी हुई। डॉक्टर श्यामा प्रसाद मुखर्जी का जो सपना था उसको पूरा करना, लोगों का सपनों को पूरा करना, और हमारे बलिदानी कार्यकर्ताओं को श्रद्धांजलि देने का भी काम बाकी है। हमारी सरकार उसका पूरा करेगी।
बीजेपी लग रहा है कि आपको कोई कैबिनेट व मिनिस्ट्री देगी, जिस तरह से कल राजभवन भी आप गए थे, ऐसा लग रहा है कि लोगों में उम्मीद है कि आप
राजभवन में हमारे विधायक दल के नेता माननीय शुभेंदु बाबू जो नेता बने हैं, उनका दावी पेश करने के लिए, और हमारे प्रदेश अध्यक्ष जी पार्टी की तरफ से सरकार बनाने का दावी पेश करने के लिए गए थे। मैं भी साथ में था।
कल अमित शाह ने बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट बात कहा कि कई राज्यों में कई लंबे समय तक कांग्रेस नहीं रही है, तो क्या कहीं
कांग्रेस भी नहीं रहे देश में, टीएमसी भी बंगाल में नहीं रहेगी, क्योंकि जिस प्रकार ने लोगों ने उत्पीड़न की, लोगों का मिसयूज किया पावर का, लोगों ने उसका बदला ले रहे हैं। जवाब देने के लिए बीजेपी को चुना है।
That seems to be, Dilip Ghosh's reaction that has been coming in. And of course, when it comes to the formation of the government of the BJP, as the leaders of the BJP has been saying that they have worked very hard, and this is now the double engine ke sarkar that has now come into force as far as in the state of West Bengal is concerned. But when we speak of the swearing-in ceremony, the VVIP guest list, well, of course, leading would be Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He's expected there, and he himself during the election campaign has said that he will be present when the BJP government is sworn in. Being one of the political observers, Amit Shah, who's non-stop had been camping in West Bengal till the time, when it comes to even the first round of elections, the first phase of elections has been taking place. He was there yesterday as well while he made the announcement for the name of Shubhendu Adhikari. Then Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, we're looking at JP Nadda, we're looking at Nitin Nabin, the BJP president, already making his way to West Bengal. 20+ chief minister there of the BJP and the NDA ruled states there. So they are all expected as far as the VVIP guest list is concerned. Parade grounds that what we are now looking at as far as when it comes to the preparations that have been made. Shivam, because that very area, the very venue itself has a long-standing history as well. See if you can get us a quick explainer. Today also being Gurudev's birth anniversary, and this is also something that is being significantly marked on the day when Shubhendu Adhikari will be sworn in as the Bengal Chief Minister.
Well, exactly, Amit. With BJP, there's always a message in everything that they do. Today is Patricia Boishak, the Rabindranath Tagore Jayanti, as you rightly mentioned, a day which holds a lot of prominence for every Bengali here. And this particular brigade ground is also one of the most iconic places of Bengal that has a core Bengali identity. You speak with any Bengali here when you talk about the brigade ground, it holds a value for them. Most of the, during the left government as well, the left revolution as well, you will see, how this was the same ground where a lot of political messages was given, the change of a political revolution was made, and today BJP is taking oath in the same, the Subhendu Adhikari is taking oath in the same area of this particular, brigade ground, and this gives you a sense of identity. As you rightly mentioned, this particular ground, not just this, but this also becomes a narrative what the BJP is trying to be, countering for Mamata Banerjee. Mamata Banerjee time and again has basically, raised allegation that if BJP comes to power, it will be a party of outsiders. But these, the messages, going to the Diksheshwar temple, going to Kalighat temple, eating jhalmodi, understanding the culture, and then finally saying, and finally, making it true as well. The Chief Minister would be somebody from Bengal who has studied in a Bengali medium college or a university. Netaji Subhash Open University is the place from where Subhendu Adhikari has done his MA as well. And he has, it was his speech in the typical rural dialect of a Bengali person that got the traction, that got people to find him more relatable, find him more accessible, and that is why it became the game changer. He became the face, he became somebody who mobilized the cadre. Almost 5 years back when 77 seats were there, hardly a people could anticipate that they can get such a sweeping victory, but today it has become a reality.
Well, Bengal has voted for a Parivartan, and the Parivartan is the name of BJP Sarkar, and it is now going to be Subhendu Adhikari who would be sworn in today. We're looking at the iconic brigade grounds, and as far as the developments are concerned, of course, at around 11 a.m. it is being said that the swearing-in ceremony would be taking place. Shivam will be keeping us updated, and the biggest team there already stationed in West Bengal for all the live updates. In the meantime,